So this is CTOR, Central Texas Off-Road. This is Loop 2, back in March of 2018. The last video I did was the Rim Trail, which was probably my favorite trail of all. This was without a doubt my second favorite trail, anyway. My favorite of the 4 loops. I did not ride Loop 1, so that may have been my favorite. I liked it a lot. This is the description that they have on the website. If you want to read it, you can just pause the video here and finish reading that, but it's pretty accurate. This probably had the most diverse trails or terrain. So everything that was from, they call it an easy to moderate, and I would agree with that. There were some parts that were pretty tough, and then most of it was just like this. You're just kind of riding through, a lot of twists and turns. Right there, Rochelle kind of took the wrong turn right there, so we had to pause the video there. Came back. We had met some people out there who knew the trails pretty well. They were members out there. They do have memberships. I think it's $250 a year to be a member out there. For non-members, you can ride out there for $30 a day, but I think you're limited to 4 visits, something like that. Not exactly sure how they track that, but that's what it says on the rules. Anyway, but this is, like you can see, it's a lot of cedar trees, mesquite trees, kind of rocky terrain. This was, there's cactus out there, brush, tumbleweeds probably, stuff like that. It's a pretty good trip. I think this trail is, about 5 or 6 miles, something like that. I really can't remember how long it was, but I know that we rode it from start to finish in probably about 30 minutes or so, I guess. 30 minutes or so. We did stop here and there along the way. As I said earlier, when we got there, we arrived kind of in the afternoon on March 14th, I think it was, a Wednesday or something like that. And luckily for us, there were some members out there, and they were camping, and he had showed us how to get to the trails and all that. In fact, that's who I was talking to kind of at the beginning of the video when we took that wrong turn. Right in here, we thought they were, still behind us here, but I think they were a little further back. But anyway, they showed us how to get to the different trails. To get to all of the loops, if you're in the camping area, the parking lot or whatever, and the ridge and you're facing the ridge, you would go to the right, and you go up a big hill that's like a wide road. You go up that road, you get to the top, and it turns to the left, and you follow it down, I don't know how far, maybe a mile or so. You come to a gate, you go inside the gate, and be sure you close the gate after you. Anyway, that's where all of these loops are, and then you just basically follow the signs. I didn't really put any of that on here. You just kind of follow the signs to all of the different loops. There's quite a bit more out here than the 4 loops. Like I said in my last video, it's kind of interesting because it's got the 4 different loops are kind of like the best way I can describe it, it's kind of like an enduro, like the different test sections. They're all slightly different. Like I said, we rode loop 2, 3, and 4. 2 was the favorite. That's obviously this one. 3 was okay. It was kind of open. And 4 was a lot of tight turns.
I thought they were behind us. I thought they were like right on my tail. I was like, dang it, I'm not doing good enough. They're right on my tail.
That's Rochelle, because I was behind her. She thought they were right behind me, so she was trying to make sure that she was going quick enough, and was like, oh man, we left them behind a long time ago. But from this point forward, up until this point here, I kind of just left the video kind of uncut and unedited or whatever, other than when we missed that turn. But this point forward, I start kind of cutting out a lot of the video. Like I said, it was probably a video. It was probably like 30 minutes of riding time. GoPro footage. I didn't want to make a 30-minute video, so I think I cut this one down to about 14, 15 minutes, something like that. So a lot of it is just, you know, a lot of it's the same stuff as what you're seeing here. Here in a little bit, probably another 3 or 4 minutes, kind of get into some of the little bit rougher stuff, I guess. Most of it is like this, kind of fast and flowy if you kind of consider loose rocks fast and flowy. CTOR is about 2 to 3 hours south of Dallas, just outside of Killeen. A little town called Salado is right there. That's where I think Stagecoach Inn or something like that is there. I guess it's a big spot that people go. I know my brother used to go there all the time. So it's not really convenient for a day ride if you live in Dallas, but it's definitely, you know, you can go out there and camp and all that. I guess you could call it a day ride if you wanted to drive 3 hours to ride. And that 3 hours is from McKinney. If you lived in like the southern part of Dallas, or, you know, I live pretty far north of Dallas. See, the trail kind of goes in and out of the woods here. It gets into kind of open sections and then back into the woods again. There's a lot of, I don't know, there's a lot of cedar trees, so there's a lot of branches that can jump out and get you, especially going around these corners. If you're not careful, you can catch your shoulder on one of those cedar trees. So watch out for that. Watch out for cactus. There's a lot of cactus. Probably not a lot actually on this trail, but throughout the whole park there was a lot. I just run slime in my tires, and I run 10 in the front and 9 in the back. Knock on wood, I've been pretty lucky. I think I've only had 2 flats the entire 4 years I've been riding, I guess. One of the first little hill climbs there. I think we stopped here and I think we ate a granola bar or something like that and then headed back on our way. So obviously I cut all that out. You don't want to see us munching down on a kind bar. This trip we did GSL Ranch, which I'll probably post some videos of that here before too long. Emma Long in Austin, and then CTOR. Emma Long was probably, of the 3 places that we went to, Emma Long was probably my favorite. And you could probably spend a day there, but I think if I were going to take a trip, I think I would go back to CTOR first. Probably because it's a little bit closer. It's only 3 hours away. Emma Long is down in Austin, so it's a little further trip. We were only here, we got here the afternoon on the 14th, and Rochelle wasn't feeling well on the 15th, so we didn't stay very long. On the 15th we left probably, I don't know, we rode a little bit in the morning and then headed back to Dallas. So we didn't get a lot of time here, which is probably why I'd like to go back here again. I felt like we got enough time at Emma Long, but not really enough time here. I'd really like to ride Loop 1. The rim trail that I posted the last video on, they said was a difficult trail, and that's what they said about Loop 1 too. They're calling this one an easy/moderate. And so I'm not sure. I really didn't think the rim trail was difficult. I guess it kind of depends on what you're good at and what you're not good at. But I'd like to go back down there and do loop 1. I know there were parts of this trail that were pretty challenging climbs anyway. In fact, at the end of the video here, we have a double wipeout, which is kind of funny. When we get to that point, I'll just shut up and let you listen. Probably nobody's made it this far in the video anyway, so I'll talk about anything I want. So the big dilemma for me now is whether or not to get rid of my Recluse. First year I rode dirt bikes, actually this is where we have our yard sale.
Oh, you too? I was in first gear.
She didn't know that I fell too.
Yeah, we both kept tumbling down on that one.
Man, I hit that tree and then I bounced off the tree and fell down here.
I saw you go that way, then I tried to go that way.
Like I was saying, the first year I rode, I didn't have a Recluse, and then I had one for the next, I guess, 3 years until now, but kind of learned a whole lot more about using my clutch, so I'm kind of thinking about getting rid of it, so we'll see. It's nice having the bike not die on you, but it also sucks whenever you get stopped on a hill and you should kill the bike and it just wants to roll backwards on you. But anyway, this is, like I said, this is CTOR, Central Texas Off-Road. This is Loop 2, about 15 minutes of it, which I guess is probably about half of the loop. Most of the stuff I cut out was a lot of the same here. I think we actually, after we went up that hill, which was actually a wrong turn, I think we started backtracking back our way, and we kind of lost the trail a little bit, so we kind of were just riding around, so I'm not going to bore you with us trying to find the trail and all that. This is a little bit of it. We're not really at the part that we got lost yet. We know that at one point we doubled back and we were like, okay, if we've doubled back this far, we're kind of maybe getting close to the start of the trail again. So it's starting to get late, as you can see. The sun was starting to go down, so we decided to find the main road and head back. The only bad thing about riding new places is getting back. You kind of had to feel your way around. Anyway, CTOR, Central Texas Off-Road, Loop 2. Probably my favorite of the 4 loops, with the exception of Loop 1, which I didn't ride. But that is it. I think the video is just about over, so I will shut up and talk to y'all next time.